Hey everybody, it's Miss C, and today we're going to be doing another experiment for Fun Friday experiments. We just learned that how erosion happens, and we saw a really cool experiment that we can do at home for erosion. The other week we did an experiment with clouds, and we simulated how condensation happens, and that is how clouds are formed. Now today we're going to see how precipitation happens. I have my fusion book here with me because we have some terms that we are going to talk about that we have already covered, but we're just going to review because this experiment shows us these things in action. So we are going to be learning about precipitation and how it happens. Now we know that clouds form through condensation, and clouds will precipitate, and that either that will be rain or that will be sleet or snow, and those things will happen when the water particles get too heavy in a cloud. Now, I have a few things here, and you're going to see that I'm going to put some water in my jar. The water is going to be our atmosphere. So we know that the atmosphere is a mixture of gases. It is mostly made up of nitrogen and oxygen, and the condition of the atmosphere at a given time and place is called weather. So you are going to see how the atmosphere changes as the water particles get too heavy and they fall from the cloud. So here are the things that I have for this experiment that you will need if you'd like to try it. I have my jar, I have my water, I have some shaving cream, which is going to act as our cloud that was formed through condensation, and I have some food coloring that's going to act as our precipitation. So first what you want to do is pour some water into your jar, and this is going to act as the atmosphere. So I'm going to fill it up about halfway. Once you have your atmosphere in your jar, you are going to add your cloud. So I'm going to shake it up, tilt it a little bit, and you really don't need a ton. You just want to make sure that you have, and if it gets stuck on the side, you can just pop it in there. You just want to make sure that you have a cloud above or in your atmosphere. So here's our cloud in our atmosphere. Now what you're going to do is we see clearly the cloud and our atmosphere, and you're going to put a few drops of food coloring in, or as many as it takes to show the precipitation happening. So let's count how many it takes until we see precipitation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's give it a second. Do we see anything happening yet? I see some precipitation. It's starting, so we know that those water particles in the cloud they're condensing, they're forming together, they're getting very, very heavy, too heavy for the cloud to keep in the sky. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23, look, it's starting to rain. So this is our precipitation in the atmosphere. And we would say that this could be a localized storm that's happening. Now you can do this experiment at home, and you can test and see how you can change things. So maybe you add less water for the atmosphere, maybe you add more of the shaving cream so the cloud is thicker, and then you see how many drops of food coloring it takes to cause precipitation. Maybe you don't add more of the cloud from the shaving cream, maybe you add less, and you can see what takes the most amount of precipitation, what takes the least amount of precipitation. And you can do that as a fun experiment at home. All right, everybody, have a great weekend.